When we are advocating for ourselves, we are letting the other person know we are underrepresented. We are not being treated to our full capability. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about how to be assertive. But before we can break down how to be assertive, I believe that it's imperative to first talk about what beliefs that we have that are causing us to not be assertive. Because we can have all the tools that we need. If we have beliefs that are stopping us from becoming assertive, then we won't be able to act out those tools. So to start out first, I'm going to talk about 4 main reasons as to why we are not assertive. One main reason why many of us are not assertive is because we have a belief that being assertive means that we are bossing people around. So for instance, I used to have a boss that was very rude, and I felt like I couldn't stand up for myself. I felt like I couldn't assert myself because I thought, I can't boss my boss around. But what I found is being assertive is not about bossing people around. Rather, it's about telling people how you feel and how you deserve to be treated in the future. Being assertive is realizing that you have control over the situation. It's about breaking down that belief as to why we can't be assertive. What happens is that we start to see being assertive in a negative light, really saying that I respect myself. And because I respect myself, I am holding you to do the same. It's holding other people accountable. It's saying that I'm going to be an advocate for myself. And we can think about being an advocate for things such as an advocate for a cause or an advocate for a charity. And oftentimes when that happens, it's because that charity or that cause is being underrepresented. And in the same way, when we are advocating for ourselves, we are letting the other person know we are underrepresented. We are not being treated to our full capability. It's okay to be an advocate for yourself. It's okay to stand up for yourself. You are something to stand up for. Being assertive is a balance. It's a balance like all good things in life. It's a balance between being friendly and firm. It's showing people that I have control over my situations, that I have control over my circumstances. It's not so much saying that I have control over this other person. No, I am letting you know. I am friendly and I am also firm. That I am here for you, that I care for you, but I also firmly believe that I am a person of respect. I know how to use my words to speak power, not to take charge and power over others, but no, I know how to speak power with my words. The next reason as to why many of us are not assertive is because when we were children, we were taught that speaking up for ourselves is talking back. So we have associated talking back with speaking up, and we haven't differentiated the two. So as an adult, we start to have a belief that if I begin to speak up for myself, I am going to be looked at as talking back. I am going to be looked at as being disrespectful. Talking back as children is undermining what the other person has said, and is undermining their authority. But as we grow older, we must realize the power that we have in using our voice, speaking up when it's necessary, foreseeing when a cause or when you yourself is worth standing up for. It is important to differentiate the two. That way the lines are not blurred. And I want to note that our power does not come from blaming our parents. Our power comes from taking responsibility for where we are at and seeing how we can move forward. So being assertive is speaking up for that child. It's speaking up for that child within you and refusing to say as small as that. To say as small as your past thinking. To say as small as those thoughts and those beliefs that you had as a child. But to say, no, I'm going to move forward. I'm going to develop. I'm going to continue to evolve. And because of that, I am not going to allow you to minimize me. Rather, I am going to stand up for my highest self. Rather, I am going to see my highest self. And I am going to see that I am a person of value. I'm going to see that I'm a person of worth. And I respect myself. And because I respect myself, I am upholding you to do the same. I am an advocate for myself. Because I know that I am someone worthy of standing up for. Because I believe in her. I see her. I see her worth. And I hold you to do the same. The next reason why we are not assertive is because we associate being assertive with being angry. And we think that being angry is bad. But really, being angry is an emotion. And emotions are a part of us. We can think about our emotions like the weather. Each season is necessary in our lives. It's okay. It's okay for there to be a winter. It's okay for there to be a summer. And it's okay for us to even fall in between sometimes, right in the fall. Or sometimes we can find ourselves springing forward, going from season to season, not really knowing where we are at. I remember when one of my friends made me mad years ago because of something that she said that I found disrespectful. And I thought I couldn't stand up for myself because I thought I was going to show my anger. I thought I was going to be showing her how angry she made me feel. And I thought doing that was bad, that was not okay to do. I wasn't okay with accepting all of my emotions. We can think about anger like a thunderstorm, and we can think about being happy like the sun. The only problem with a thunderstorm is if we are not addressing the situation correctly. If we are trying to treat a thunderstorm as if it is a sunny day, if we are trying to go to the beach, if we are trying to go to the pool, and there's a thunderstorm outside, that is where the problem will lie. You have to realize that a sunny day and a day where it's storming cannot be handled the same way. Being happy cannot be handled the same way as being mad. If there is a thunderstorm outside, my dear, we are not going to be inviting our friends to the pool. So it's all about how you handle your anger. You can't handle those same angry situations as if they are happy situations. And that's what we try to do at times. And that's where that confusion lies. That's where we stay stuck, where we stop standing up for ourselves. We think with every situation, we have to be happy, that we have to wear a smile. But we're not going to be wearing a bathing suit on a rainy day. Rather, what we must do is realize that we need to take cover, that we need to put on our protection, because there is something out there that is stirring up something in here. And being assertive does not always mean that you're angry. A lot of times we confuse anger with aggression. Aggression is saying that I am angry. Assertiveness is saying that I respect myself. I love myself enough to not allow this storm to take me out. I love myself enough to not allow this storm to become my whole life. But when we are aggressive, what we do is we reenact the storm. We become the storm. We act like the storm. We run rampant. We go crazy. We just allow our emotions to go everywhere, to go chaotic, no matter if it has a place for it or not. Aggression is when you join the storm. Aggression is when you reenact the storm. But assertiveness is when you respond to the storm. Assertiveness is saying, I'm going to take proper action to ensure that I am covered, to ensure that where I stand is a safe place. Thunderstorms are a part of our lives, and that is okay. But it's all about how we handle the storm. It's about, are we taking cover? Are we ensuring that we are safe? Are we willing to assert ourselves to ensure that we have the safety that we need to move forward? The next reason why many of us are not assertive is because we have a belief that our assertiveness is going to end in conflict, and we are afraid of conflict. But what happens is that we end up having conflict within ourselves. We have conflict between how we deserve to be treated and how we are being treated. So what happens is that we end up having this strife within ourselves, this conflict within ourselves, because we know deep down that how this person is treating me is not right, but I'm allowing this to continue to happen. So what happens is that we never really end up avoiding confrontation as it continues to happen. We can avoid that other person, we can let go of that other person, but what we can't do is let go and avoid ourselves. So realize that being assertive is not stopping argumentation. It's not stopping conflict. It's prolonging that conflict to continue. When I'm avoiding conflict, all that's doing is stopping me from confronting how I feel. All it's doing is stopping me from confronting the other person, confronting my heart, confronting my thoughts. Being assertive is taking initiative. It's saying that I have control in this situation and I have a part in this and I am going to do something with my part. I am not just going to stand still. No, I know that there is something stirring up within me. So I am going to ensure that my safety, that who I am is a-okay. I know that I am worth standing up for. Being assertive is saying I know that how you are treating me is not a reflection of who I am. It's saying I know that my worth is more than that. And what you are reflecting onto me does not work with me. It is not a true reflection of who I am. Therefore, I will not accept this. I will not accept less than what I am capable of having. We are not stopping confrontation by allowing people to continue to treat us badly. We are only allowing that confrontation to arise and to stir up within ourselves. We are only avoiding ourselves. We are catering to the other person and we are denying our needs. So realize that being assertive is really going to stop that conflict. It's really going to stop that conflict within yourself because you are acknowledging who you are. Conflict happens when people are in argumentation, when there's two sides that are going against one another. And that conflict happens within ourselves when we know that we should be treated better, but this other side of us is being treated less than. So when we become one with ourselves, when we acknowledge that I am actually this higher self, that this is who I see myself as, that not only do I think that I should be treated this way, but I'm also reflecting onto you that I am a person that should be treated this way. So assertiveness happens when you find that peace and that harmony within yourself, when you acknowledge all sides of you and you say, I'm willing to nurture and allow all sides of me to get the respect that it deserves, to get the respect that I need. How do we walk that out? So now I want to move on in this video and talk to you guys about how to be assertive. Now that we have broken down those beliefs that stop us from actually taking that action to be assertive, I want to talk to you guys about how to take those action steps. How to put it into action. So first we're going to start off with I feel. We want to remember that being assertive is a balance between being friendly and firm. So here we are being friendly. We are starting off with first just saying how we feel. This is how I'm feeling. I feel disrespected. When we start off in a friendly way, we then have the person's ear. That person is listening to us. We start off with conflict. If we start off accusing them, that person no longer wants to hear what we have to say. We no longer have that person's ear. They're saying, you know what, I'm not going to listen to what this person has to say. They're accusing me. They are attacking me. So we want to start off with saying, I feel. I feel. I'm just letting the person know how I'm feeling. I feel disrespected. The next step is when you. So we have the I feel, step number 1. Step number 2 is when you. When you. I feel disrespected when you. When you cut me off when I'm talking. Step 3 is because it seems like. I feel disrespected when you cut me off when I'm talking because it seems like you don't care what I have to say. And now we are just saying because it seems like. We're not accusing anyone here. Remember, we're not attacking anyone. We're starting off in a friendly way. Remember, this is a balance between being friendly and firm. We are not jumping to any conclusions here. We are not attacking anyone here. We are just making an observation. Based on my observation, it seems like it's okay to make an observation. No one's going to penalize us for making an observation. No one's going to hold us down for making an observation. So again, I feel disrespected when you cut me off when I'm talking because it seems like you don't care what I have to say. Therefore, that's our next step. Therefore, I need. Now, we have been friendly all along, but now we are going to be firm. Therefore, I need. We are letting someone know directly what I need from you, what I need changed. Now, we have been friendly all along, but we need to be firm here. Remember, it's a balance. Everything in life that is good is a balance. And I need to be clear. I need to be clear on what it is that I need from you here. So I feel disrespected when you cut me off when I'm talking because it seems like you don't care what I have to say. Therefore, I need you to let me finish talking before you start talking. Now, this is just a small example of how we can be assertive. Being assertive is all about having clear communication. It's being clear on how you feel and what you need from the other person. And if we want things to go over well with the other person, we have to be transparent. We have to be willing to let people know exactly how we feel and exactly what we need from them. Because if they don't, the lines can be blurred. And we know that during a storm, things can look foggy. Things can look quite cloudy and things can be quite unclear. So in this case, I need to ensure that I am clearing everything up. That I am making sure that everything is transparent here. Because I know the situation, I know the circumstance. And it's okay that this is the circumstance. But it's that we must be aware of it. Of how to handle it, of how to deal with it. So rather than seeing assertiveness as aggression and aggressive communication, See it as clear communication. You are having clear communication with the other person. You are ensuring that that person knows exactly what you need from them. It's saying that you are in the position of power, saying that you are in the position to advocate for yourself. And because of that, you are willing to take initiative to stand up for yourself. You are willing to make things clear for the other people around you. Because you know that when the storm comes, and when things get hard, when things get tough, things can be unclear for people. And things can be even confusing and can come off a different way. And so you don't want to have things blurry. So I hope this video helps you in being assertive. In those times where you're feeling like, I need to stand up for myself. Where I realize that I have more respect than how this person is treating me. That I'm a person of value. And I hope that that person within you can rise. That you can stand up for that little kid within you. My website is unfoldingdmv.com. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.